So the drainage, the word implies for various water bodies we will be talking about. So drainage describes the river system of an area. Whichever area is there, the drainage system, that is the water is coming, and the water is, may it be some glacier, may it be rain, where the water is finding its course. So this is how draining is done. Means if you are, say, in the morning washing your face in a basin, wash basin, then that wash basin is kind of a drainage, and then it goes to some pot and some outer sewerage, etc. So there is a whole system. So drainage is a system basically, and here we describe the river system of an area. The area drained by a single river system is called a drainage basin. Single river system, it's called a drainage basin. Any upland or a mountain separating two adjoining drainage basin is known as water divide. So this is a drainage basin. This is also a drainage basin. So we have a place which is quite higher than these two regions, and this is called water divide. So what are the drainage systems of India? Before I go ahead, let me take you let me take you to the actual main picture, because that shows I have to define it first, and that definition is more important. Okay, now I have to show you this. We are talking about India major rivers. So the first and foremost river, which is the longest, it's not in India. It is in India, but not fully in India, and that is called Indus. So this Indus is this river. So here at Mithalkot, it finally meets with Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, and Satluj, and finally it drains in the Arabian Sea. This is Indus. It starts from here, Tibet. We'll talk about these all in detail. So now we have the second river, which is Ganga. So here we have Bhagirathi, here we have Alaknanda. They meet in Devprayag in Uttarakhand, and this Ganga now meets Yamuna at Allahabad, that is Prayagraj, and these are all the you can say addition to this Ganga river. That is, they are tributaries. Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi, all they mix up, or all they meet and they combine, and then finally the Hooghly route is this one, and the main course goes inside Bangladesh. And this Bangladesh, inside this, there is one more river, very important river coming up, and this is where it starts, Sangpo, which we know as Brahmaputra. Sangpo starts from here. There is a proper U-turn at Namcha Barua. This is a hill, or a mountain, not a hill, it's quite high. So Namcha Barua, it takes a U-turn. If you see, this is a U-turn, and it enter inside the northern eastern states of India. Now this is called as Brahmaputra here. After this Brahmaputra enters the Bangladesh, and this Ganga and Brahmaputra, they combine, or they mix together, meet here, and after in Bangladesh, this river is called as Jamuna. It's called as Jamuna, and finally they make a very, very big, very important Sundarbans, Delta Sundarbans. So now these are the rivers which we call as the rivers of Himalayan mountains or Himalayan rivers. Then we have the rivers which are the peninsular rivers. So these are all peninsular rivers, like this Narmada, Tapi, they goes here, Arabian Sea. All others like Mahanadi, like the Krishna, Godavari, and Kaveri, they go into the Bay of Bengal. And apart from this, there are other water bodies also, like the lakes, the sagar, the man-made, the artificial, like the Sambar Salt Lake, like the Gandhi Sagar, Rana Pratap Sagar, Gandhi Sagar. Then we have this Govind Ballabh Pant Sagar. We have a Chilka Lake. These two are important. Vular Lake, it's a very important lake for the catchment watershed, etc. for the Jammu Kashmir region, especially for the Kashmir region, Kashmir Valley. Then we have Chilka Lake. It's a very important, famous bird for birds. It's very important, and this Chilka Lake is in Odisha. Then we have Koleru Lake, Pulikat Lake. Then we have this Krishna Sagar Reservoir, Nagarjun Sagar. All these are what we are talking about today. So all this is just a glimpse of Indian major rivers. So now let me take you back to what we were discussing. So drainage system of India, the Indian rivers are divided into three major groups. So first group is Himalayan rivers, two major groups, and second is peninsular rivers. So let me show you just an idea to understand these rivers which comes from Himalaya are Himalayan rivers, and these rivers which are in over Narmada we have highlands, central highlands, and below this we have Deccan Plateau. So this region we have peninsular rivers. So features of this Himalayan rivers, first we'll talk about the Himalayan rivers. Now these rivers are coming from where? From Himalayan regions. So they are perennial. Perennial means they flow all around the year. They receive water from rain as well as from the melted snow here from these lofty mountains. And the Himalayan rivers have very long course because they start from here, they have to go or they have to meet either at Bay of Bengal or either at Arabian Sea. So the distance is, say, Indus is having a distance of 2900 kilometers. The Ganga is having a distance of from originating till the time it meets Bay of Bengal. The distance is 2500 kilometers. These Himalayan rivers, they form meanders, oxbow lakes, and various other depositional features in their floodplains. So wherever they move, depending upon the speed, depending upon the content, they make meanders, oxbow, and other depositional content. I'll talk about these meanders and oxbow. Then the features of peninsular rivers, that is those rivers which are not emanating or not coming out of these mountains, lofty mountains, we are talking about these rivers. So these rivers, they are seasonal because these rivers, there is no snow. So only they get their water from rain. So they are seasonal and they are totally dependent on the rainfall. The peninsular rivers have shorter because they start from here, say Narmada starts from here, goes down here. Tapi starts from here, goes down here. So the distance is quite shorter and they're shallower also. They are not deep. The width is also smaller as compared to the Himalayan rivers. Most of the rivers of the peninsular India, that is here, they originate at the Western Ghats, that is from here, these Western Ghats, and finally they flow towards the Bay of Bengal. This is Bay of Bengal. So most of them, two of them, or you can say the prominent of two of them, that is Narmada and Tapi, they goes inside Arabian Sea. Otherwise, most of the rivers which we talk about in the peninsular rivers, they go in Bay of Bengal. So the world's largest drainage basin is what? Is of the Amazon River. And then this is a gorge. Gorge is what? These are two great mountains, right? Means big mountains. And when we have a very, very short span of width and the river flows here with a fast speed, this is called a gorge. Now, the thing is, there are certain patterns which you generally find. The streams within a drainage basin form certain patterns, and this depends totally on the land, the underlying rock structure, also the climatic condition of that area. So how are these drainage patterns? Let us see them one by one. That is, these drainage patterns are dendritic drainage, trellis drainage, rectangular drainage, and radial drainage. So let me explain you that how these are being made up. So this is the dendritic drainage. If you see this dendritic drainage, the pattern develops when the river channel follows a slope. So here we have a slope, height is there. So there is a dendritic, like the stream. This is a tree, you can say a branch of tree, and these are the sub branches of the tree. So this is the main river and these are the tributaries. Those rivers which combine, let me tell you one thing. So there is a river flowing, and when the rivers are coming in this direction and meeting it, they are called tributaries. When a river is flowing and the rivers are coming out of it, these are called distributaries. Tributaries and distributaries, the difference is this. So we have this dendritic as a branch of tree. That is why it is called dendritic. Then this second one, that is the trellis. Or trellis here, if you see, that we have this hard rocks and the soft rocks. So when there is a hard rock, the river will flow like this. But when we have a soft rock, the river will change the course and it tries or it meets with the second river which is here. So this kind of formation is trellis drainage. Trellis drainage. This is a trellis pattern. So as I said, the trellis drainage pattern develops when a hard and a soft rock exist parallel to each other. These are parallel to each other. Then we have the rectangular drainage. So rectangular is a shape which has equal length and equal width with all the angles 90 degree. So the rectangular drainage pattern develops on a strongly joined rocky terrain. So if this is very strong, now this cannot find its place. So it has to just flow straight or just take a right turn. So 90 degree turn. So this is a kind of the say rectangular drainage pattern system. Then we have the radial drainage system. So this radial drainage system develops when a stream flows in different directions from a central peak or dome like this structure. So this is a radial drainage. So in various places you will find several patterns at the same drainage basin. Let me show you this drainage, radial again. So if you have, say, this water emanating or originating from here or coming here, so the water can flow here, 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 here. So these are all the radiuses. I can go on to make a circle. So these are the radial. This is the radius. This is the radius. So that is why this is called as the radial pattern. Now before I go ahead, let me show you something like these are the features made by river. So now you can see that river starts from here. When the river starts from here, and this is the mountain range, it comes very fast. The width is also very small, and the movement is also quite you can say not very much like a snake, but it's just like a snake, but it's quite fast. This is the upper course of the river. When we come down, this is the middle course, and when we have a middle course, we have a meander. Meander is just like snake. Have you seen the serpent snake? How does it goes around? It goes around like a river. So river is making a shape like a snake. That is meander. Then we have ox-bow like. So this is a bow, and if you see the foot of an ox is an animal. If you see the foot of an ox, the shape is like this. So that is why it is called ox-bow lake. So this water comes here when it is flood, and when it recedes, it leaves this ox-bow lake. And this is the lower course, last point, when it is about to meet the sea, in our case Bay of Bengal or Arabian Sea. It makes or it deposits all the silt, all the deposition, and this deposition is called as the delta. This is the delta. So now coming to the Himalayan rivers, the Indus and the Ganga and the Brahmaputra, they are major Himalayan rivers. So Indus here, Ganges or Ganga here, and then this is the Brahmaputra. So these are the major Himalayan rivers. The river along with its tributaries, as I showed you what is tributaries, this is called as a river system. So you have to remember this. What is a river system? A river along with its tributaries is a river system. So let us start with the longest one, which is the Indus River system. So from where it starts, the rivers Indus or Sindhu Nadi rises in Tibet near Lake Mansarovar, and it enters India in Ladakh district of Jammu and Kashmir, flowing west. So it flows here, flow west, this direction. Then the tributaries of Indus, we have Zaskar, Nubra, Shyok and Hunza, and they are joined it in the Kashmir region. Then in the Pakistan region, the Satluj, the Beas, the Ravi, the Chenab and the Jhelum, they join together to enter the Indus near the Mithankot in Pakistan. The Indus plain has a very gentle slope. So the slope is not very high, or you can say it's quite gentle at this point. The total length is 2900 km. The third of Indus basin is located in India, in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Punjab, and the rest is in Pakistan. So this is not third, this is 1/3, right? So now let me show you. So this is the Indus River starting from the Mansarovar near Tibet, and it goes like this. So it goes like this is the Kashmir region. So it goes to Ladakh also, Kashmir also. Now it goes to where? It goes to Pakistan. Here it combines with the Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj. This is the Mithankot, and then near Karachi or on the west of the Karachi, it find its course, and finally it drains into Arabian Sea. The length from here to here is 2900 kilometer. So this is the Indus River system. So this we already explained. Now we'll talk about the Brahmaputra and the Ganga region, or Ganga drainage system or river system. So now coming to Ganga river system, from where it starts, the Ganga starts from Gangotri glacier, the headwaters of Ganga called the Bhagirathi. So where it starts, the name of Ganga is not Ganga there, it is called as Bhagirathi. Then the tributaries of Ganga, means all those rivers that ultimately meet and combine with Ganga, is Alaknanda, joined at Devprayag in Uttarakhand. If you see that we have Ganga and Alaknanda, they combined and finally they form a single course, and this is the place called Devprayag in Uttarakhand. Then Yamuna rises from the Yamunotri glacier. It's just this Ganga is coming, and here we have Yamuna. So I'll show you in the map just now. So this is how it goes, and they joins at Allahabad, that is the Prayagraj. So finally Ganga, Yamuna, they combine at Allahabad. Then the Ghagra, Gandak and Kosi, these are in the Nepal Himalaya. The Chambal, Betwa and Son, they rise from the semi-arid areas. This I'll show you. The river bifurcates at Farakka. Now it has reached here. Near in Bengal at Farakka, it bifurcates. So one part goes here, that is called Hooghly, and one that is the Bhagirathi Hooghly, that is the distributary. It goes southwards here through the deltaic plain to the Bay of Bengal. And the mainstream of Ganga, it goes inside Bangladesh, and it is joined with Brahmaputra. So this is Ganga, this is Brahmaputra, they combine inside Bangladesh. So the mainstream flow southwards here at this place, and finally the Brahmaputra, they combine, they are known as Jamuna, and finally they drain, making a very big Sundarbans. So the total length is 2500 kilometers. As you see, Indus has 2900, Ganga river has 2500 kilometer length. Now talking about, this is very important talk, Sundarban Delta. The delta formed by rivers Ganga and Brahmaputra is known as Sundarban Delta. So this Sundarban Delta derived its name from Sundari tree, which is found at this region, this delta region, and which grows well in this marshland. So it is the world's largest, the Sundarban Delta is world's largest and fastest growing delta, and also you can find Royal Bengal tiger here, right? So let me go back to Indus Water Treaty, because I missed something. I need to tell you that the Indus Water Treaty, which was signed in 1960, India can use only 20% of the total water carried by the Indus River system. So 80% will be used by Pakistan. So we have Punjab, Haryana, southern and western part of Rajasthan, they are irrigated by this 20% of the water which we get from Indus River. Coming to Brahmaputra river system, let me show you first the Ganga, if I can show you. So this is Ganga, this is Yamuna, they combine at Prayagraj, then they are combined with all these tributaries, Kosi, Gandak, etc. They come here, then Hooghly and Bhagirathi, they goes down here, and the main course go inside Bangladesh, combined with Brahmaputra, and finally Sundarban is formed. The distance from here to here, that is from Gangotri to this point, is 2500 kilometers. Coming to Brahmaputra river system, the Brahmaputra rises in the Tibet east of Mansarovar Lake. So Mansarovar to the right, or you can say to the east, a Mansarovar Lake very close to the source of Indus and the Satluj. Tributaries of the Brahmaputra is Dibang and the Lohit. You'll find it here, Dibang and Lohit. Flows eastward parallel to the Himalayas. So if you see, this is parallel to the Himalaya region. Here it makes a sudden U-turn, reaching the Namcha Barwa, that is the mountain, and enters India in Arunachal Pradesh through a gorge. Here it is called as Dihang. So it is joined by Dibang, the Lohit, and various other tributaries. In Tibet, the river carries very small amount of water and less silt, because the region has less silt and cold and dry area also, and the river doesn't have that much of water to cut the slit also. In India, it passes through a region of high rainfall, and the river carries now a large volume of water, and considerable amount of silt, and it forms mainly many riverine islands. That is, the islands in the river, on the river is riverine island. Every year during the rainy season, this Brahmaputra river overflows every time, causing widespread devastation in Assam and Bangladesh because of the floods. So this is Brahmaputra. Now here it is called as Sangpo. Then we have Lohit, Dev, Dibang, all combining to Brahmaputra, coming inside Bangladesh, combining it, making Sundarban Delta. Starting from here, just near Satluj starts, where Indus starts, it starts just on the east part of this one. So they all have the almost nearby fathers, you can say. So Brahmaputra is known as Sangpo in Tibet. Here it is called as Sangpo. And when it comes to Bangladesh, Brahmaputra is known as Jamuna. Now coming to, we have seen about all these rivers now. Now coming to this region. So we are talking about peninsular rivers. So the main water divide in peninsular is formed by these Western Ghats. These are the Western Ghats. So the major rivers of peninsula, like the Mahanadi, like the Godavari, this is Mahanadi, this is Godavari, and the Krishna here, and the Kaveri, they all flow towards here, eastwards, and they drain into Bay of Bengal. And the Narmada and Tapi, this is Narmada, this is Tapi, and they are the only long rivers which flow to the this part, that is Arabian Sea, and they are making estuaries. Estuaries is that place where most of the water comes and settle down when it is about to reach or meet the sea, and sea is coming and taking the slit out. These are estuaries. So let us start with the Narmada basin. So this is the Narmada. Let me show you here. So this is we are talking about Narmada, and then we'll talk about others like Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. So these are the regions we will be talking about. So Narmada, it rises in the Amarkantak hills. Let me take this and just go to the details of this, so that we just talk about them, and then I'll show you them in the actual map, you can say. Okay, so Narmada basin. The Narmada basin, the source is here Amarkantak hills in Madhya Pradesh. So it flow towards west here in a rift valley formed due to faulting. And all the tributaries of Narmada are very short, and most of them join mainstream at the right angles. The Narmada basin covers parts of Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Coming to Tapi, just below this we have Tapi. So it rises at Satpura ranges in the Bethul district of Madhya Pradesh. It also flows in a rift valley. So they both flows in the rift valley, which is parallel to Narmada, but it is quite shorter in length as compared to Narmada. And the places it covers is Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra. And what are the west flowing rivers? We have Sabarmati, Mahi, Bharatpuzha and Periyar. Coming to the Godavari. So this is Godavari here. See, it is Godavari, right? So no, this one, Godavari. This is the Godavari. So we are talking about this region, right? Godavari. This is Krishna, Godavari. So Godavari basin, it rises from where it starts. It rises from the slope of the Western Ghats. So it starts from the Western Ghats in the Nasik district of Maharashtra. It is the largest peninsular river. This is question being asked always. Which is the largest peninsular river? Godavari. What are the tributaries? Means all those combined with Godavari: Purna, Wardha, Pranhita, Manjra, Vainganga and Panganga. So it covers which places? Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha and Andhra Pradesh. And finally, it drains in Bay of Bengal. This Godavari goes to Bay of Bengal. Total length is 1500 kilometers. And because the length and area it covers, that is why it is called as Dakshin Ganga. It is called as Dakshin Ganga of the south. Now I am talking about this Mahanadi River. So Mahanadi River, the source is Mahanadi, rises in the highlands of Chhattisgarh, and it flows through Odisha to reach Bay of Bengal, as I just showed you. And the drainage basin is shared by Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Odisha. Total length is 860 kilometers. Coming to Krishna, this is Krishna, and we'll talk about Kaveri also. Now Krishna starts from where? Krishna starts from spring near Mahabaleshwar, and the tributaries of Krishna is Tungabhadra, Koyana, Ghatprabha, Musi and Bhima. Total length is 1400 kilometers. The drainage basin is shared by Maharashtra, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Now the Kaveri Basin. Let me take everything, then I'll show you. We'll talk about lakes in a short while. So coming to Kaveri Basin. Let's come to Kaveri Basin. This is the Kaveri Basin. So it starts from Brahmagiri range in Western Ghat. The tributaries of Kaveri is Amravati, Bhavani, Hemavati and Kabini. Total length of this Kaveri Basin is 760 km. So it reaches Bay of Bengal in the south of Cuddalore in Tamil Nadu. And there are other east flowing river which is going here is Damodar, the Brahmani, the Baitarni and the Subarna Lekha. Now there are various lakes also, the lakes, water bodies in India. So India has many lakes which differ from each other in size and characteristics. And most lakes, they are permanent, and some of them are only, get their water in rainy season. Some of the lakes are the results of what? Glaciers and these ice sheets, while others, they may be formed by wind, river action and human activities. The meandering rivers across the floodplain forms cutoff that later develops in an oxbow lakes. So as I showed you, I'll just try to explain you once more. See, this is the river coming. Now flood comes. So flood water reaches here. When it recedes, it makes an oxbow-like structure. So now this is the lake. So this is the discussion we are having. That this is the oxbow-like of, so you can say oxbow-like of lakes. So most of the freshwater lakes are in the Himalayan region because they get watered from there. They are formed when glacier dug out a basin which was later filled by the snowmelt. The Vular Lake in Jammu Kashmir is the result of tectonic activity, which is the largest freshwater lake in India. So I have to show you this one. This is the Vular Lake. This is the, you can say in India it is the freshwater, which is, you can say the Vular Lake is the largest freshwater lake in India. You have to remember this. There are artificial lakes also, that is the people have made or humans have made. The damming of rivers, that is making dams on the river for the hydroelectric power or hydro power generation. It leads to the formation of various lakes like Guru Govinda Sagar. So what are the importance of lakes? Importance of lakes is these lakes help us to regulate the flow of water. When it is very heavy rainfall, it prevents the flooding, and during the dry season, it helps to maintain an even flow of water. Also, you can develop, in some places you can use the hydropower. They moderate the climate of the surroundings because it makes the ambience very good, and also it is used, or it is very important for the aquatic ecosystems and also natural beauty, tourism, etc. and recreation activities. This is the Loktak Lake. Let me tell you, the river Kaveri makes the second biggest waterfall in India, known as Shivasundaram. Kaveri makes Shivasundaram. The 71% of the world, 71% of the world's surface is covered by water. All the world, 71% water. But only 97% means only 3% is available to us. 97 is salt water. Salt water. Only 3% is available to us as a fresh water. Now in the 3%, 3 by 4, 3/4 of these 3 is in the form of ice, so you cannot drink it. So you can see 3 by 4, there is only 9 by 4%. 9 by 4% of this 3%, 9 by 4% of total water is just for drinking. So now it becomes important for us to understand the role of rivers in the economy. From ancient times, river banks attracted settlers. We know that all the sabhyatas and all the civilization developed near the rivers only. So the river banks attracted settlers, as water from the rivers is a basic natural resource essential for various human activities and also for human existence. Rivers are used for irrigation, navigation, hydropower generation. But we are doing what? We are polluting the water. We are polluting the river. The demand of water for a river is increasing to meet the growing domestic, municipal, industrial, agriculture need. And that is affecting the quality of water, gunavatta of pani. So more and more water is being drained out of the river, reducing their volume. Now the water is less, and heavy load of untreated sewage and industrial effluents are emptied into the water without even knowing that people are drinking it, people are using it in the later course. So which affects not only the quality of water, but also the self-cleansing capacity of the water. So concern over rising pollution in our rivers led to the launching of various action plans to clean the rivers, like the National River Conservation Plans, etc.